What's going on, guys? We're back with another Noob review video, and in today's episode we're going to be giving you our favourite top 10 games in no particular order. My name's Craig, and as always I'm joined by the one and only Mr. Paul. Paul, say supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
What the hell was that?
Well, I always get you to say hi, so I thought I'd try something new.
Yeah, I can't say that. It's like hippopotamus.
Yeah. But like we say, our games aren't in any particular order. They're just going to be a list of our favourite 10 games to date, and we will at a later time do a series of games which we like. So,
without further ado,
Paul, I'm going to let you take the reins and give us our number one game. Or tell you what, I'll go first because you could do the second.
Right, not a problem.
Going on our first game, this is Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4.
This is probably the best Modern Warfare, the best Call of Duty game, to be fair.
I completely agree. This is where they've reached their pinnacle, isn't it? This is definitely where they reached their prime in the game. And, you know, they've got everything right.
Yeah, great storyline, great gameplay, great graphics. It's just a complete package. Brilliant multiplayer as well.
You were really hooked in, weren't you?
Oh, yeah, you just had to play the game. And it was just very, very, very enjoyable gameplay, and I spent a lot of time on the multiplayer.
Oh yeah, and it was quite realistic as well at times, wasn't it? I mean, there was a certain mission where you had to go as the sniper, weren't you, with Captain Price?
An earlier Price, yeah.
Yeah, and he talked about the Coriolis effect when you were about to take that shot to take out that guy's arm. And if you don't know what the Coriolis effect is, that's the curvature of the Earth. And from a certain distance, you have to alter, you know, your range and your height of where you're shooting from. And I just thought that was fantastic. Yeah, and it had everything. You had vehicles to play with. You go in a plane and just bomb the shit out of people. It was just brilliant. This is probably, and it's a close call between this and Call of Duty Classics, but I think this one just pips it for me. Yeah, personally, this is my personal favourite Call of Duty. Like we say, they just reached perfection in this game, and from here on out, I think they kind of went downhill. They dropped the ball. But anyway, moving on. What is number 2, Paul?
Number 2 is one of my personal favourites. It is Kerbal Space Program, the game you don't know that much about because you're not really fond of this type of game, but I do.
It's a PC game, isn't it?
It is a PC game, but it is coming out on the consoles later on this year. Basically, it's a sandbox game. You get to do whatever you want. Your imagination is your limitation on this game. Yeah, it's just so good. Basically, you've got to get your little green guys into space. They want to conquer space. And when it first came out, all it was you're on planet Kerbal, and then you launch to the moon, which they call Mun. They've improved it no end over the years it's come out.
So it's like continuous upgrades.
Oh, yeah, you've got planets, new parts, and the modding community is brilliant. Literally, go onto YouTube, type in Kerbal Space Program. There are loads of guys out there who do superb videos.
You go on about this game quite a lot,
I'm
going to take your word for it.
Yeah, I love this game. I really, really do. I find it so enjoyable, relaxing, and, you know, educational as well. Half the stuff I've learned about this, about how to launch rockets, how to get them into orbit.
You think that this could be the same as actually going to NASA and saying,
yes, I do.
I could launch your rockets.
Yes, I do.
Play Kerbal.
I do.
Yeah,
hey, some NASA scientists do play this. It is such a nice, enjoyable game.
Was that a genuine fact or just bullshit?
No. Go onto their forums. Some NASA scientists play this game, and they enjoy it as well.
Well, it's not rocket science, is it?
Yeah. Oh, how hard can it be?
All right. Well, anyway, moving on. Number 3 is going to be Heavy Rain. To me, this is probably my personal favourite in comparison to your Kerbal. Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying this is my favourite out of the 10, but definitely. You've got Kerbal, I've got Heavy Rain. Because when this game came out, it was just a huge jump in terms of inventive gaming. Because you could go in, you could change the story at any point, no matter, like with your character's actions.
Yeah, like the dialogue and, you know, things like that.
Well, not so much the dialogue, it's just whatever decision you decide to make altered the game that was about to come forth, you know. You've got 4 characters you can play as, and you can either have 1 survive till the end, or 4 survive till the end, 3 of them survive till the end. You've got unlimited kind of, well, it's not unlimited. I think there's something like 10, 15 endings or something like that. And it was a really enjoyable game, and it starts off really nice and warm and cozy, and then it gets depressing real quick because your kid dies. And it all takes a downhill from there. And like I say, graphics were phenomenal in this.
Phenomenal for the time.
Oh, yeah,
If you look at it now, you know what I mean? You're looking at it now and you're thinking, what the hell's going on here?
Yeah, when you're looking at it now, it's not the best, but back then, it was really good because
Yeah.
it was really interactive with the player because you had to do certain things with your controller to make things happen, and the way the story develops is really, really good. I think this is like the next game they did after Fahrenheit, which was on the PS2, and that again was just a brilliant game. But yeah, I love this game. I could play it over and over again, to be honest, and not get bored of it because there are that many different endings.
So it's like nice and continuous.
Yeah, it is nice and continuous.
Yeah. Oh, and now for another one of my personal favourite sports games.
Number 4
is
Tiger
Woods.
Yeah, Tiger 9. What a great game this
Oh,
was.
this now, if you want a game which you can play over and over again and simply not be bored with, this was the game.
If you're any kind of fan
of
golf,
golf,
it was just the game to get. It was really, really good. It was completely upgraded from Tiger 7.
Yeah.
Tiger 8 wasn't a huge jump, I didn't think.
No.
And then Tiger 10 and 11 was just kind of crap.
Yeah,
then you had the Masters.
Oh, the Masters was alright, but they started bringing in stuff you didn't need. This game was the complete game. It helped you with your swing. You could adjust stuff like it's showing you now.
It's a huge difference in gaming in terms of the golf club, which we have reviewed in a previous video.
Yeah.
Because
this is where the golf club continued on, really, from this game.
The golf club was realistic. It's a fun game because it lets you change the way your ball's going to fly through the air. You can change all that sort of stuff. But in real life, you can't control that.
Yeah.
This is the laws of physics. You can't change.
Yeah, like where you jog on a pair of trousers and your skill goes up by 10 points.
Precisely. Yeah. I mean, if my skill went up by a pair of pennies, I was wearing, the missus would be chuffed. But in this, it was just an all-round fun game, and like you say, you can go on it whenever you want and just play a few holes because it was a lot of fun. And you had that shot camera thing where you had a perfect shot, and the camera dynamic changed.
Yeah, nothing beat that smiley ball face when it spun around.
Yeah. But number 5 is gonna be Batman: Arkham Asylum. To me, the best Arkham game going.
To be fair, I love this. I did enjoy this game. I didn't enjoy the other 3, which obviously followed it.
Whoa. Other 2. We are not counting Origins ever.
Right,
ever.
Sorry, my apologies. This was the game I did enjoy. From start to finish, I loved this game.
They had that system, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And they didn't, and they did, because the problem with City and Night was excuse me, I just burped. They expanded too much. They tried to throw too much into Arkham City, if you ask me. It worked, and it didn't work. There wasn't enough screen time for each character, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So in Arkham Asylum, it was just you versus the Joker. Yes, you did encounter other characters, but there was only 3 or 4 throughout the game. You had Harley, you had Killer Croc, and you had Zaz. And they were very small side quests to what you were actually going for. But the main antagonist in this game is Joker.
And that is what the first thing you think of Batman. The second thing you think is the Joker.
Did I say antagonist or protagonist then for Joker? He's the evil one.
He's the evil one. Well, evil from a certain point of view.
Yeah, it depends how you look at him, really. Clown Prince of Crime, Mr. Joker himself, and it's obviously Mark Hamill. It's just a phenomenal voice actor.
He is.
A phenomenal actor in general, but his voice acting for the Joker, there is no other that compete against him.
Yeah, we've said this
no
many times.
Ledger at all. But yeah, Batman: Arkham Asylum, absolutely best one in the Arkham series. Number 6, Paul. Who is it?
It's
our favourite wolf.
It is our favourite wolf, and this is one hell of an underrated game as far as I'm concerned.
Say that again. Just say it one more time.
Underrated.
Fucking rated. This game. Jesus.
This game was fun. It was just hack and slash.
We found this by happy chance, didn't we? We were just like, oh, I might want to try that game, and we played it, and we were just like, Jesus Christ, this is amazing. It's really good.
You don't use guns. You just run, and you just literally hack and slash.
This is how a comic book hero game should be.
Yeah.
It was just so much fun. The gameplay was great. The action sequences were good. The graphics weren't the best.
No, they weren't the best.
But it was still a lot of fun to play.
Yeah.
And we obviously got all the trophies on it.
Oh,
we were addicted.
Yeah, and to be fair, it wasn't all fun and games.
No.
Let's talk about Deadpool at the end.
The last boss when you fight Deadpool, just like in the movie, because it's based on the movie, this.
Yeah.
With a few extra little bits in it.
So don't think of Deadpool as in the fun character.
No, Weapon 11,
the absolute bastard.
Yeah, with it sewed up his mouth and all that, and the shite. But yeah, in the hardest difficulty, when you were going for that platinum trophy, to fight him at the end, oh my god.
What a ball ache.
How much of our hair did we pull out trying to do that?
I've got no hair, mate.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, if ever there was an underrated game, X-Men Origins, Wolverine is that game. Ignore the film because the film is shite. But get the game because it's absolutely fantastic.
And you will not be disappointed.
You will love it. Now, going into number 7, we are looking at Uncharted 2, which is Among Thieves. Among Thieves?
Among Thieves.
To me, this is the best out of the Uncharted series to date. Not including Uncharted 4, A Thief's End, which isn't out yet.
Yeah.
But between Uncharted 1, Uncharted 2, and Uncharted 3, this was my pick out of that series because this is where they, again, the same as Modern Warfare, they reached that pinnacle and just thought, we've made a great game here. Because, I mean, they improved on everything.
Graphics, gameplay.
You know, all that sort of stuff that made the Drake's Fortune a great game, made this a brilliant game, you know? And it was a lot of fun to play, and I've just again got it on the remastered editions, and I'm having so much fun going through it again. I know you've just recently got it.
Yeah, I'm
not
playing
even
the
going to
first
let
one.
you comment on whether you like it or not, because I want you to play a little bit more before you do.
Right, not a problem.
But yeah, I think you'll really enjoy it, because everything about this just went up.
Up.
Yeah, I didn't think any of this went downhill at all. What we got next? Number 8 is Metal Gear Solid 3.
It is, and this was again another tough choice because I really do like the latest version of Metal Gear.
The PS4 one?
The PS4 version. But this one is, again, just pipped it at the post.
It was close between this one and number 2 for me. But the reason why I'm choosing number 3 over 2 is because Raiden was a bitch.
He was, wasn't he?
I didn't like playing as Raiden. I was like, I'm here for Solid Snake. This is Metal Gear
Solid, and you want to play.
Game.
Yeah.
You got to play a little bit of him at the beginning where he was Pliskin and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, to me, it should have just been a Snake game. I mean, I don't condemn the series for bringing Raiden into it. You know, But I just think because this was solely Snake in Metal Gear Solid 3, it was brilliant. It was set in the jungle. It was really, well, I wouldn't say realistic, but it was really good in terms of graphics and how you moved around the jungle and stuff.
Yeah.
And you had all your collectibles.
Oh, all the collectibles. That was a fun collectibles. Little Kermit frogs.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God, it was annoying, but it was worth it because it was definitely an achievement in its own mind. Number 8, what is number 8?
Is probably the oldest game on our list, I think. And it is from the Nintendo 64. GoldenEye.
GoldenEye, it is, yeah.
This game was awesome.
It started the first-person shooter.
It did.
You can't deny it. It's just fantastic. You ask anybody who's ever picked up a console, and they will say, "Yeah, I've played GoldenEye,"
and they loved it.
Yeah.
I remember the first level, the dam. I could probably do it blindfolded.
It's probably the only level I remember because I played it that many times.
Yeah. And it was, don't get me wrong, it had a good multiplayer as well, didn't it? Granted, you had to have 4 people around your house.
It was all split screen, wasn't it? It was before the online stuff. But look at those
graphics.
You can't improve on those perky tits, can you, really?
The perfection of them graphics.
It was just a really fun, enjoyable game. And as we said, it started off that first-person shooter. This opened the ballpark to the likes of COD, Battlefield, all those first-person shooter games that came out. They followed this.
Yeah.
They took this formula and some improved it. Some, I still think this beats.
Oh, yeah, obviously for gameplay, and it's just brilliant. You try and find me a person who doesn't like this game.
I don't think we can find one. If you don't like this game, let us know in the comments, but we'll probably delete it.
Yeah, and then we'll come around and hunt you down.
Yeah, we'll find you. And we will kill you.
For legal purposes, he won't.
Absolutely great game. And jumping in at number 10, it's GTA 5.
And what an awesome game this is.
I could sum this up in one word, Paul.
Perfection.
Perfection. Absolute perfection. From start to finish, no faults whatsoever.
No faults.
It's just perfect.
Well, this is what it is. Perfect story, gripping story, great graphics, great gameplay, great multiplayer.
Realism.
The end.
I wouldn't say realism, actually.
No.
It's a bit far-fetched.
It's the attention to detail.
It's phenomenal. It's great. If you haven't got it, get it. Platform, PS3, Xbox, PS4, Xbox One, whatever.
PC.
Just bloody get the game. Well, PC's had a few problems, but shh.
But it's improved now.
Yeah, GTA 5 is definitely in our top 10. So, if you agree with our list, let us know in the comment section. If you've got a different game you'd like to add, what's your favourite game? We want to know. Also, if you want to see us review a certain game, let us know in the comment section. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to let us know that you are liking what we're doing.
For more ramblings, see you later.
More ramblings.